What's up guys, I'm randomfrankp, and today we're going to be checking out some of my favorite tech that you can buy right now. This is pretty much like cool tech under 50, but without that price limit, you know, some more higher end gadgets that I've been loving lately. If you see anything you like, I'll have it all listed for you in the description down below. You can also get some of these for steal and even for free next week on my Whatnot live stream. More on that coming up in a bit. First up today, you know I love my editing controllers, right? For photo editing, video editing, obviously that's how I edit my videos for the channel. Anything to help really streamline that process and make it easier? Those are some of my favorite gadgets. This is the Orbital 2. This controller gives you 256 functions and shortcuts all at once, all thanks to how you can interact with it. You can press the buttons on the outer ring, tilt the joystick, and twist the knob. All three of those movements let you interact with the Orbital 2, and that's how you can just fly through your edit once you get the hang of it. The joystick brings up a visual HUD on your screen, so you can see and choose between the different menus and functions, but the usage here should be obvious. Use the joystick to scrub your timeline or zoom in and out of your timeline. Use the face buttons for like an autosave or an export. I'd say the possibilities are limitless, but like I said, it's limited to 256 shortcuts. But that's probably way more shortcuts than you would probably ordinarily use day to day as it is. There is software you can download to configure everything. I recommend that obviously, since customizing the Orbital is going to be crucial to your workflow. And you can have it set to numerous programs at once with the LED light ring acting as the profile indicator. It's definitely a unique gadget, but for someone who's always editing, this gives you a lot of power all with just 2 fingers. It also has tactile feedback to the joystick so you know when you're activating a function, which is definitely a plus. I keep it on my desktop to the left of my keyboard so that way I can switch between the two when I need to. And it's a bit of a pricey buy at $250. It has been on sale in the past, but for those who need something like this to help with your editing workflow, the Orbital 2 is where it's at. Now what if I told you you could win a free Finalmouse, and one of our limited edition and now sold out X2 Mini, and some more stuff for free, as well as saving some money on today's tech in this episode? That's where this video's sponsor comes in, Whatnot. Whatnot's an online social marketplace where you can discover some of your favorite products, like sports cards, Pokemon cards, electronics, pop figures, and tons of other things, all with these rapid fire auctions happening in real time. Here you can bid on things like Bose headphones, AirPods, PC components. I've seen a bunch of CPUs on sale as well, with a ton of these auctions kicking off at just $1. Speaking of $1, everything I show off in today's episode will be up for grabs starting at just $1 next week, Friday the 14th. I'll be going live at 7 p.m. Eastern right on the Whatnot app, so you can come by and hang out, bid on a bunch of things at just $1. We did this last month and it was a huge hit. People got AirPods, $1,000 Sennheiser headphones for free, and a free Razer Viper Mini Signature Edition. You do not want to miss this. I'll have the sign up link listed for you in the description down below. And you also get $15 off your first purchase. So not only can you win stuff for free, but if you want to buy some of the stuff in today's episode, you can knock $15 off as well. Again, link down below. Next up today is going to be a killer addition to your gaming setup. For all you RGB lovers, this is the brand new Govee RGB AI Sync Box Kit, which comes with a LED light strip for behind your monitor, 2 Govee light bars, and this sync box where everything connects and syncs to your setup. Now I've showed off biased ambient lighting before on the channel, you know, even stuff from Govee, but this lets you hook up your PC, Switch, PS5, Xbox to the sync box with the 3 HDMI ports on the device. And now you'll have full bias lighting syncing in real time on your wall or behind your monitor. And when I say real time, I mean it. It supports up to 240 Hz at 1080p, 144 Hz at 2K, and 60 Hz at 4K. Meaning you can still game at high refresh rates and still have your RGB synced up. As you can see as I'm playing Apex, the lights are directly matching what's going on screen and portraying that in the form of RGB. Now here's what's crazy. Govee's using their CogniGlow AI algorithm that recognizes in-game actions for compatible games and displays these real-time specialized lighting effects for those in-game actions. Things like selecting characters, using your ult, healing, knockdown, kills, rezzing, even end of game actions like winning. So think about that for a second. There's no software for your PC to download that's like enabling this like other companies do. It's literally reading real time what's going on your screen with the sync box, and the AI is effectively portraying those actions with the extra lighting effects to make it more immersive. Right now, only League, Apex Legends, Valorant, Overwatch 2 are supported for this AI mode, but you could still have, the biased ambient lighting in other games, obviously, but it's just wild. Again, there's no software for your PC to enable this. There is an app you download on your phone, but that's just how you control all the Govee lights as it is. And speaking of which, since this directly connects to the light bars and the RGB light strip, let's say you have other Govee products, like their light panels, the bulbs, the Govee Glide like I have on my wall. Using their DreamView 360 syncing in the app, you can select all your other Govee lights in your room right your setup, and now have them also synced to the lighting setup going on with your sync box. And keep in mind, this works for anything, not just gaming. Desktop browsing, watching Netflix, YouTube, anything, because it's through the HDMI box. Even with like streaming games with Xbox Game Pass, you can see the RGB still works even when streaming compression comes into play, and it still helps ease that contrast of the bright monitor. Now you have that biased ambient lighting shining and giving your room this crazy level of gaming immersion. It is a bit pricey, yes, at $299, but remember it comes with those extra lights as I mentioned, so the kit is packing and it really takes your setup to the next level. I've been loving this. Alright, next, let me ask you a question first. Ever wake up and catch a glimpse of yourself in the mirror looking like Cousin Moe's? Well, Manscaped now sells beard products. That's right, they're not just making stuff for your balls. Now you can finally use Manscaped products to make the carpet match the drapes with their new Beard Hedger Pro Kit. From a little trim to a fresh shave, the technology behind the Beard Hedger allows you to shape your signature look. First off, this cordless trimmer has a built-in rotary wheel that gives you 20 hair cutting lengths, all with one guard. So no more messy drawers full of extra add-ons that'll get lost or bent from taking them on and off. You get 20 different beard lengths built in here. Shape it, blend it, fade it, you have full control. The titanium-coated T-blade is tough on hair but smooth on your face, leading to single-stroke efficiency that brings satisfaction one stroke at a time. I legit bought this for myself even before linking up with Manscaped. And just the Beard Hedger itself is under $100, but they also have the Pro Kit, which includes beard shampoo and conditioner, Manscaped's beard oil, beard balm, which is like a pomade that helps shape and style, moisturize, and tames your facial hair for a sculpted look. The Pro Kit also comes with a beard brush, comb, and scissors. So get 20% off and free shipping with code randomfrank at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com and use code randomfrank. Again, I bought this for myself way before Manscaped sent me out the care package because I saw it and figured this would be incredibly useful because the fact that it just has those 20 lengths all in one with that super satisfying rotary wheel here, it just makes trimming, fading everything so much easier. And I know it's definitely different from the tech I usually show off, but at the end of the day, it's still tech. I find it useful, and I'm sure plenty of you out there will as well. Next up, I know we're past the days of those memes of saying that we wish our phones still had a headphone jack, right? But what if you do need a headphone jack? And what if you also wanted a massive quality boost to your phone? That's where the Khadas Tea comes in. This little guy will be a massive upgrade. This super slim headphone amp and DAC gives your smartphone a giant audio upgrade and actually has a few ways you can use this. So first off, it's MagSafe compatible, which adds to the overall portability. You just snap it to the back of your phone and it'll stay in place. And taking a look at it, on the left side is your power and pairing button. The right side can either be your volume control or your track switching. And the 3.5mm headphone jack is on the bottom, along with the USB-C port. But this is where it gets interesting. Obviously, you can plug in your favorite pair of headphones if you want to use them now with your phone, but the T also lets you use this wired or wirelessly. So for the wired mode, it comes with a USB-C to lightning cable or USB to USB-C if you have Android. So that just connects right to your phone. And this gives you a super noticeable quality jump with the amp and DAC. Everything just sounds so much more full and warm. You get 32-bit, 384 kilohertz quality when wired, and up to 8 hours of use. But if for whatever reason you don't want to use the included little cable, you can pair the T to your phone over Bluetooth and still use it with its built-in LDAC and aptX low latency audio, all while still giving you 96 kilohertz, 24-bit lossless audio. Either way you choose to use it, wired or wireless, it's such a rich upgrade over the stock audio from your phone. With this, you could still take calls, enable Siri. It's just an audiophile booster to your phone that gives you a serious upgrade to pair with your favorite cans now. It's $200, sounds great, looks great, and barely adds any bulk to your day-to-day use. Okay, now next, I love my coffee. It powers my day, it's that morning ritual, and I really love the Starbucks Nitro Brew coffee. having that velvety smooth coffee with the nitrogen infused in it is really just on another level. What if I told you this guy, the NitroPress, lets you make your own nitro brew at home? So it's really easy, I'll show you. Takes about a minute or two and you're on your way. With the NitroPress, you first want to unscrew the top lid to begin your brew, obviously. You want to either use a very strong blend, or what I recommend, a highly concentrated dose of coffee. You can find plenty of options out there. It does come with a concentrated sample. I personally use Jot. Since we'll be mixing it with water, I recommend about 1.5 teaspoons, or just enough to fill the bottom of the container. But you definitely don't want to overdo it with the concentrated coffee, so I'd say 1.5 teaspoons max. Because we also do have a 500 milliliter fill limit for the NitroPress. And for me, that I found that a mix of 400 milliliters of water is the perfect amount for my pour. Once you have that all mixed together, we'll screw back on the top nice and tight, because this is where it gets fun. The next part's gonna be infusing the coffee with nitrogen. It does come with a pack of 10 nitrogen chargers, but you can always buy more. And these are pure nitrogen chargers, not to be confused with nitrous oxide or anything else. You want N2 for our nitro brew. That satisfyingly goes into the top holder. When you tightly screw it back into the lid, you'll hear the charger puncture the inlet valve, letting the infusion process begin. Now you want to shake the NitroPress to really infuse that nitrogen with the coffee, anywhere from 30 seconds to a minute or more. But I'd recommend at least a minute if you want to get a really velvety cup. And that's literally it. Like I said, takes about a minute to make only. And when it's done, you tip it upside down, grip the trigger to pour yourself a delicious brew of Nitro Brew. You can then see it right in front of you, infusing throughout your cup as the body of the coffee starts to separate from the head. It's really like a stout if you drink Guinness. And just like that, you got a homemade delicious cup of Nitro Brew. Pro tip, do this before bed so it has all night to infuse. That way the next morning, all you have to do is shake it and you can immediately enjoy. Then from there you can add your own creamer or flavoring to your coffee, but the nitrogen just makes it so smooth. There's no acidity to it either. It's delicious. And speaking of the Guinness like I was talking about, you can use this to make your own stouts, cocktails, milkshakes, really anything. This would be a great gift for the coffee lover in your life. And again, it's still a bit pricey, just under $200, but there's also different like gift packages you can buy that have more things to it, like, more chargers and stuff. But yeah, I think it's a great pickup. Saves you from running out 24/7 to Starbucks like I was doing. Then lastly, saving some of the coolest tech to keep you on the edge of your seats. This is an insanely bizarre yet futuristic gadget for gamers or if you enjoy your music. These are the AngryMiao Cyberblades. Now you're probably thinking, well, Frank, that doesn't look like a pair of earbuds. It looks like a desktop amp and DAC or one of those fancy knobs you like to show off. And to that I'd say correct, because it's really all the above. Yeah. The AngryMiao Cyberblades are a pair of wireless earbuds that are kept inside this magnetic dock, which also doubles as a volume knob when you're at your desktop with your gaming PC, or docked up to your PS5, your Nintendo Switch. But say you want to break free from the cables and you're headed out for the day. Pop off that top pod, which holds the Cyberbuds, and now you have a portable charging case on the go. So a dual purpose yet all-in-one pair of wireless earbuds that literally sound as good as AirPods. Plus you have the added benefit of plugging them in and docking them up into your setup as well. And they come in 3 different color options, so you can really match it to your style or your setup, especially with the RGB. Now you can see that light ring around the knob and the glowing acrylic stand, but that's actually showing you the EQ mode, because it has 3 different EQs you can quickly toggle between, from a gaming, music, and a movie mode. The earbuds themselves have this unique triangular design to them, and depending on the color option of the 3, you can see they do vary. They also come with a bunch of different size ear tips to help give you the best fit. They really do sound phenomenal, and again, you have those 3 different EQ modes, plus just like AirPods, noise canceling, the transparency mode. So they really are a lot like AirPods, but you have that added benefit of being at home and docking them up to your setup. Now, I will admit the downside to this is that whole process is a bit tricky once you first learn how to switch between the docked up mode at your setup and then switching to the wireless mode with your phone. That takes a bit to get used to, but once you do, again, you have that benefit of the both use cases, which I think gives it the advantage over AirPods, because you can't obviously do that with AirPods. They are a bit pricier at $300. They look crazy, they sound crazy. Multi-purpose here, AngryMiao Cyberblades, they're wild. And you can also win them for free, because they're gonna be one of the items that you can win for free as well over on the Whatnot live stream next week. That'll be wrapping it up for today, guys. Everything I showed off, we listed for you in the description down below so you can check them out. And obviously the link to sign up for whatnot so you can enter, win some stuff for free, and get them a lot cheaper than retail price as well. So if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up to show your support. Feel free to follow me on Twitter at randomfrankp. And lastly, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Hope you all enjoyed. Have a good day.